this project is about, you asked me about what this project is about. Well, actually, after having 2 devastating years at home, we thought, with my European colleagues, we thought that it would have been nice to enjoy the life we missed during the lockdown. So we decided to write down a project about the culture, about the sport, about the art. So we are 5 partners from all over Europe: Norway, Denmark, Germany, Spain and Turkey. And now we want our students to realize, to get maybe their life back. So we have different activities in different European countries, also in Turkey. Of course, culture is included in the project. So somehow we create new things, we create wonderful things, and somehow we enjoy the life itself, we enjoy the culture, we enjoy being together actually.
Josep Luis, in your opinion, in what way mobilities have helped your students?
I think that mobilities were very convenient in time and situation. I think that our students learned many things, of course, but also it was a very convenient time because we were going out from the pandemic, so they had to spend a lot of time at home, and this opportunity of sharing experiences with people abroad, I think that's very, very important for them. Gemma, what are some of the positive aspects of this project?
This project has got many positive aspects. I think one of the main positive aspects is the culture and the fact that students have been learning throughout all these mobilities that we've done different parts of culture, different cultural drama or music and painting, etc. And they have learned a lot from them. So this is one of the main core positive aspects of this project. Laura, what was your experience in the mobility you participated?
Hello, I participated in the mobility organized in Denmark, and my experience was really great. And we could learn a lot about Danish culture, visiting different places, different museums, and our students could learn a lot too, and start a relation with other people from other countries. And I'm really happy to enjoy this experience, and I'm really thankful for our guest, Mette, and their colleagues.
Actually, the students who adapted online teaching got benefit of it, I think. At the beginning, we saw all the students were online, were following the online classes. But in time, for some of them, it became something boring. Because, you know, after some months, after some weeks, it was the same day. Everything was a repetition of the previous day. So I think some of the students couldn't handle the situation psychologically. they were all at home, they couldn't go outside, and they couldn't meet their friends, and then somehow it turns into a kind of boring situation for them. So they even didn't want to follow the classes. Some of them, well, very few of them, I can say that, followed till the end, and they got benefit of it.
Yeah. And maybe not at the beginning, but later, maybe half of the class attended the online lessons.
And then it became
less than
half.
And I think sometimes I thought that some of the students that involved the online classes are not there. They just got online but
and disappeared to another room because they never wanted to turn on the camera.
Yeah.
They never wanted to turn on the mic.
Did you?
Sometimes I forced, I just wanted to turn on the mic, not the cam, but mic. They just, nobody was there.
Mm-hmm.
For Erasmus program, it was all stopped, and our plans had to be, some of them had to be cancelled, and so those students in those plans couldn't be involved in any mobility. So I think the saddest part was for them. Because after 2 years we continued doing Erasmus program, but it means something else for the students, and now they are graduate students. We cannot involve them, and they couldn't be involved, so I think it was devastating for them.
Ipek, what does it mean for your students to participate in this program of Erasmus?
Are you talking about the mobility in Norway or the...
Just in general.
They are very, very excited when they involve the Erasmus project. We have maybe more than 100 students volunteered to be involved in these kinds of projects. And it's really hard and sad for us as teachers to choose them. But they are really volunteered.
Yeah.
And they feel like to go abroad and see the world, see the European people, see the students at the same age of them. And I think they are excited.
Yeah, it's not very common for our culture to go abroad.
Yeah.
And as we are not the members, I think, a member of the union, it's not that easy also, You need another kind of permission to go to Europe. So you cannot grab your passport and go. And also, of course, we have economical reasons. So it means, for my students, it means something extraordinary. Something,
a big chance for them.
Yeah.
And after the projects we had, the previous projects, and I'm sure this one also, many things changed for them, their ideas about being abroad, and they always try to go abroad once more in their life. At the university, for example, they try to get involved in Erasmus projects.
It is another door for them. You just open one door and then they themselves find their own doors.
Being a teacher working with Erasmus Plus projects is totally amazing. It's so joyful to see the students cooperate. They learn a lot about other cultures. They learn a lot about themselves, and planning a project in the mid of a pandemic might seem crazy, but we didn't think it would last that long. We thought it would take just a couple of months and it would be over. So we were kind of worried when the project actually started, but we have been lucky. We have been able to conduct all our mobilities. Students have been living with host students, and it has been amazing. We wanted to bring back culture and sports to our students. So the project has been with a lot of different activities. They have been painting, they have printed t-shirts, they have been dancing, they have been acting, they have been doing a lot of stuff, they have been debating. So it's not just about having fun, even though that this has been a very huge thing for this project. And the name of the project is Let's Enjoy Culture Again. So I guess that says it all. It has been amazing, and the students have learned so much.
In general, can you describe how this project has had an impact on your school?
Well, once we introduced the project with its topic, we understood that our students and teachers really took to the idea of enjoying culture again. After the difficult period with homeschooling and lack of social activities, many felt ready to return to normal life. And compared to previous projects, we had a lot more students who applied to take part in Leka than in the previous ones. So we had a really strong feeling how needed this was.
What do you think was the most appealing part of Leka?
I think the idea of having different approaches to culture is crucial in this sense. Not only did students and teachers get to travel to different places, but they were given different experiences in different ways. Music, acting, art, sports, but all with the same aim, to enjoy.
How has the project had an impact on the teachers?
Well, during the pandemic, many of our students struggled, and it was hard for us to reach them. It's so important for young people to have things to look forward to. And at times during the pandemic, that was difficult as everything was uncertain. Once this project was announced and started, we got an injection of energy. The mood in the classroom took a positive direction, and students started talking about this new Erasmus project.
How has it affected your school?
Well, for everyone directly involved, it has been a real boost of positive energy. In addition to all the learning during the mobilities, we also register an increasing interest among students and staff to take part in international activities. When it comes to the topic of culture, it has been a breath of fresh air. Our subjects are mainly theoretical, and to have these elements of practical activities has really benefited us. We are now looking at ways to incorporate more creative activities in our school: music, art expression, dance, and so on.
What did our school offer to this project?
So what did we offer to the project? I think that what we did was show part of our culture, show how we live here. That was important because we organized some activities about the way we enjoy holidays, for example. And I think that visiting students had the opportunity of seeing everyday life, and that was important for them.
Yes.
And also for the activities,
Yes, we also went to Dalí's museum in Figueras, and it was also really, I think, enriching for the students, because they could see a very important museum here in Catalonia, so we could show them also some part of our culture.
And it was suitable for the topic of our stay here, because it was about art.
Yes.
And art expression, so painting was a very important part of that.
Definitely.
So during these 2 years that Let's Enjoy Culture project lasted, we have created some surveys, because we wanted, when I say we, I mean us teachers, we wanted to figure out how our students actually feel. And we did a couple of surveys that were related to art and music, to see how involved they are and what both art and music can do to their lives. But we also created a survey on the youngsters' health and well-being. So getting these results were quite worrying, actually. For example, 25% of the students, and this was a survey that we had about 200 replies from our 5 countries. So 25% of our students, they get anxious more than once a week. And another 13.5% feels anxiousness every single day. And that means that about 38% of the students who reply to this survey, they get anxious more than once a week. And that is kind of a lot. Another feeling we asked about is loneliness. And 26% of the asked students say that they are lonely more than once a week or every day. 26% of them. And they could be like that even without COVID-19, but we believe that it is part of the consequences that we have experienced. Then we have a feeling of sadness, or they feel vulnerable. And 32% of them actually feel that. 32% feel it more than once a week or every single day. 11% feel it every single day. They feel lonely. So this is something that gives us teachers something to work on. So this project and the work in this project really has been an eye-opener. And for example, at my school, Holbæk 10. Klasse Center, in the next school year, we have 2 teachers. The one is me and a colleague of mine. We are going to work with these vulnerable students, with the anxiety, with the nervousness, with the sadness, the loneliness. And we do this by talking to them, and we have some exercises and we have some tools to work with these. And we do this so we hopefully will be able to have them stay in school, not to drop out, about to fulfill this school year so they can move on to another education after. That is our hope. So this project has led to good things after as well.